Hey everybody, we are hitting up chest and triceps. We are also going to be making sure to incorporate quite a lot of core today. We're going to be on a 2-minute timer. So it's basically like supersets. We're going to have 2 minutes that we're going to work on our time. So whatever one exercise we have, we got to just get as many as we can in 2 minutes. So take as many breaks as you need, and between our 2 minutes, we're going to hit little shuffles for a minute, but we're going to be ready to hit our next 2-minute cycle after that. So we have push-ups. If you don't push up, grab a set of weights and you're going to do a chest press from the ground. After push-ups, we're going to do a concentrated crunch. We'll be on the ground, pushing low back into the mat as we crunch forward, focusing on that core. After our crunch, we're going to have dips. So have a box or a bench or a chair or something ready, and you'll set your hips on the edge and you'll hit a little crunch, or I'm sorry, a dip, a tricep dip. So elbows are going to draw in tight and you're going to push yourself up and down for those triceps. After our triceps, we are going to have a scissor crunch. So twisting side to side, grabbing deep across that core. Then we're going to have a chest pulse. So I'm going to use a band. If you don't have a band, then grab a light set of weights and you're going to do the same work from the floor. So you'll be supported on the ground. You're going to get those light weights and you're just going to pulse from there. All right, so we're just pulse, 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 pulse. Next up, we are going to do a heel press, pushing those legs straight up toward the sky. Then we're going to do a tricep pulse. And then you're going to have your palms facing your anchor point. Chest is going to be lifted, and you're just going to pull those hands straight back. So you're going to get into those triceps. If you do not have a band, take your light weight. You're going to bring your arms up this way, your palms still facing the ground. You just pulse with those light weights. All right. And then depending on time, we may have a little bonus. We'll see. Okay. Let's take a quick child's pose and a cat-cow to just get a little warm up, and then we'll go from there. We're going to get those push-ups out of the way from the beginning. Come up to your hands and knees. Bring your shoulders forward. Stretch through those wrists. Hinge back. Forward again. Stretch through. Take a little circle over the wrists one direction and then the other. All right, and then let's go through some cat-cow. Inhale, push your chest open. Exhale and round. Open and round. Okay, shake those wrists out with your push-up. Feel free to use the knees if you'd like. You could also use a wall or a box or bench to elevate. But I would love for you to try your best to stay on your toes as long as you can. Just focus on form, keeping that plank position. All right, here we go. Ready, set, and go. 2 minutes of your standard push-up. Focus that belly. It's been fun incorporating these back into the mix a little more often. Brace through that back. Been working on that as well. One at a time. Just keep pushing until you can't get one more. Then you can take your break, shake it out. We have 53 seconds to go. Push that floor away. Focus that core. You got me little sets of 5 by now. Keep it going. 5 seconds to go. And time. All right, we're gonna go with our little shuffles, just side to side. Give the chest, arms a little break. Next up, we'll have our crunches. I'll make sure to get us on the floor before the timer hits though. Keep that chest lifted, core strong. Line your knees and toes. All right, let's lie on the floor. Push that low back into the ground. Rest your head in the hands and go. So, we're here for 2 minutes. No need to rush. It's better to slow down. Take your time. See if you can keep your glutes relaxed and just focus that flexion through the core. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you lift. Check in and see if you can keep your head still so you're not nodding up and down. Just pull with the core. Keep that low back in the ground. Try your best not to relax as your upper body lowers back toward the ground. Stay flexed in. So you're going for your most heated set. You're not relaxing at the top or at the bottom. Staying as firm and flexed as possible. Definitely feeling that heat build. So good. Keep those elbows wide open. Build that burn. Keep your flexion as you lower. Let's see what we got. 2 and 1. Whew. All right, roll it up. And we're back into our shuffles. You can go as fast or slow as you want. Tricep dips are next. I think those are going to be a little bit of a doozy. Definitely feeling that core this round after all those crunches. All right, get ready on your box or your chair. 3, 2, and go. If you want to count your way through, feel free. See what you can manage. Still keep that belly strong. Always strong belly. Hips slide next to the bench. Keep your chest nice and tall. Build those triceps. 110 left to go. To just decide when that moment is, you need to take that break. Don't want to get into the neck, and you don't want to allow your shoulders to start rolling forward either, right? So keep those pulled back as much as you can. Something I'm currently working on, getting those shoulder heads rotated back, especially on my right side. Whew. 15 seconds to go. Whew. All right. Good job. Hit a chest set, core set, tricep set. We're back to core next with our scissor crunches. You need to keep your head on the ground for those. Totally fine. Hinge those hips back. Three, two, one. Lie on down. So you can keep your head on the ground. Whew. Or rest head and hands. And then drop one leg and twist. If you need to bend the knees, that's fine. You might have to, depending on flexibility through those hamstrings. Focus on flexion, not speed. Take your time. Rotate all the way across. Push that low back into the ground. Check in with the belly flexion. Use that to pull that leg back up. You'll also notice the lower the leg, the more difficult it is to keep your low back on the ground. So that's a good point to check in. Whew. Belly is burning. 45 seconds to go. You've got to keep it up. Find those big flexions, big drop, big lift. Oh, lots of heat through that abdomen. Whew. Had a couple moments I wanted to break. Held out. Good job. Okay, we're going to have our chest pulses on the band next. Or remember, you'll be on the floor. Wide arms with light weight. Come on, get out of it what you want. Doing great, doing great. time. All right. Getting close. 3, 2, go. Find that little bounce. Find your chest. Remember, we're here for our chest. This little quick response, flexions. I'm going to switch my legs. We're 30 seconds in. Always bracing through the back. Set in through that core. Find the chest. 1 minute down. Keep it safe, healthy. Make sure you're feeling the chest as opposed to shoulders. Whee. 25 seconds to go. Lift the chest off the ribs. Shoulders back and down. Find your chest. 3, 2, 1. Oi. All right. Shuffles, back at it. Triceps on that band are next. Or you'll do your pulsing straight on with your dumbbells, light dumbbells. Lengthen that back. Lift the chest. Okay. Hit up your band. Here we go. Palms face forward. Stand tall. See if you can feel what your posture feels like, looks like in space. Palms are facing forward for now. At 1 minute, we'll switch and we'll turn the palms around. Check in with the core, check in with the back, roll those shoulder heads back, and switch your hands. Woo. Straight arms. Tighten through that core. Flex through those legs, that's your firm foundation. Tailbone tucks just a bit toward the ground. Keep that neutral pelvis. Oh. Lifted chest. Strong core. 10 seconds. Ah! All right. Totally have time for our last little bonus set. Didn't know if we'd have time for our last little core, but we do. So we'll be on the ground, legs straight up, and we're going to crunch toward the legs. So if you need to keep your head on the ground, you'll do a heel press, pushing your hips straight off the ground. These are doing their job, getting that heart rate up a little. All right, getting the mind off of those worn out tricep and chest muscles. All right, straight legs, crunch. Whew, toward those legs. Just like when we did our concentrated crunches, you want to find your flexion both directions. Rest that head in the hands. So with our scissors, we felt more work coming from the lower abdominals. Now, should feel a little more work coming from higher. But you still have that bracing through the front and through that lower abdominal section, even your pelvic floor muscles. Notice how you feel through that core as you lift. Notice how you feel as you lower. What did you come for? What do you want out of it? Okay, definitely burning. Focus. Keep those legs contracted. Keep flexion through the belly. Time. Okay, bring it up. Last set of shuffles. Come on. Last set. Get into it. You're going to hit that full minute this time. You don't have to stop. Gear up for a 2-minute set. Stay on those toes. Time. All right. Well done. I'm going to start off with our child's pose. Good job, everybody. Big toes together. Knees nice and wide. Hinge back. Reach those arms way out in front. See if you can get your forehead on the ground. Pull your elbows to point at the ground. The armpits will kind of pull toward the ground. You'll feel those shoulders broaden. Put your hands together and then pull your thumbs behind your head. reaching down your back. Stretch those triceps out. Press into the triceps. And then release from there. All right, just come onto your hands and knees. Extend that right arm out away from you. Rotate that shoulder toward the ground. And then switch to the other side. Left arm out. Shoulder toward the ground. Your butt's still up in the air. And then let's go over onto our backs. Left leg long. Right knee into the chest. And then you're going to push that knee over to the left. Your hips are going to rise up. So the right hip will be up toward the ceiling. See if you can get the palm of your right hand on the ground and then the shoulder onto the ground. So like I said, I'm working on my shoulders not being so rounded. At least for me, I can feel. Been paying more attention. Can feel that right shoulder wants to round forward for a lot of things. So I'm trying to adjust, break things down, start over from square one. I have to rebuild. Okay, back to center. Let's go ahead and grab our figure four on this side. So your right ankle over the left knee, interlace behind that left thigh, pull deep into the chest. So it might mean that range isn't as big, or the weight that I'm pressing or pulling won't be as heavy. But that's better than having rotator cuff issues later on. All right, extend your right leg long, hug your left knee in, and then push that left knee over. Oh. Now put your left arm out on the ground, palm on the ground. See if you can get the back of that shoulder to rotate back. It's a good travel set as well. If you have those bands, they fit into a suitcase or backpack nicely. All right, cross that ankle over the knee, interlace your hands behind. So you throw that band in. Sure you can find a bench or a chair wherever it is that you go. You can hit a whole set wherever you go, keeping things moving along, going along. Definitely been using those super bands or the tubing a lot more. Enjoyed shaking things up. I hope you have too. All right. Extend those arms and legs way out, apart from each other. Take 3 focused breaths. And then just scan the body. Notice your body. Your head, your ears, your shoulders, your arms, shoulder blades, your back, that rib cage, the hips, pelvis, butt, hamstrings, back of the thighs, back of the knees, calves, ankles, and heels, or even feet. What do you feel? What is different one side to the other? Take note. One more deep inhale, exhale, tuck it in and round it up. And then get that stretch over the legs. Pull the chest towards your toes. And then sit up, take your right foot, cross it outside your left leg, twist to the right. And then we'll go to the other side. Remember to keep track of your body in space, your pelvis, your posture, your feet, Notice throughout the day, are you standing more on one foot than the other, shifting your hips to the side? What happens with the hips and pelvis when you allow that to happen? So it all adds up. We want to keep everything in alignment so that we can keep the body functioning the best way possible. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.